It's time for a review. Review, 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 review. Oh,
Alrighty, enough of that. It's time for a review of Black Ops 4, the new recent update and addition to the game. So we got a new character from this. Let's see if I can pull her up in here. We got long loading screens. I apologize about that. I'm just going to kind of go through Zero. Here we go. So you got Zero here. It's a hacker and disruption unit. Hack and disrupt enemies and their equipment, spreading confusion and mayhem as you use their tools against them. Also, yeah, I forgot to say, if you watch on YouTube, click like, leave a comment at any time. Let me know what you think about all the updates and additions to Black Ops 4 that's happened, and just your thoughts about it and everything in the comments. If you watch on Twitch as well, leave a comment there. I stream Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I do playthroughs and then I do reviews normally, but there's not many story games to go through, so we're doing some multiplayer stuff, so it's a little bit different. Still doing different things. So, back to it. There's Zero class, and you get an ice pick, which is really, it's just a hacking computer, wireless hacking computer, and then EMP disruptor. Now, the cool thing about the ice pick is, if the enemy team has, like, equipment up, or has a kill streak out, like a helicopter or whatnot, you hack it and take over it. Even if, like, the one character has their wall up with the microwaves going out, you can hack that too. So even tonight, one of those walls got hacked. I was standing in front of it. It got hacked and I got wrecked. Like, I didn't even realize. I didn't even think, like, oh man, this might take me out, you know? It was pretty crazy. So I think the new character is interesting. But, you know, it's a very powerful ability. So I know for, like, the people who are looking for the old school kind of first-person shooter experience, this is definitely another step away from what they're looking for. You know, so I try and think about all the types of gamers and everything that are playing this game. And I do think, like, the older Call of Duty fans and whatnot, they're definitely going to look at this as definitely a step back. You know, definitely a step in the wrong direction, because it is very powerful. It is. I mean, you're taking over any kill streak that's up there. Well, I think up to 6. But you're taking over them as long as you have enough time. So while you're doing that, like, it's a little loading screen, does everything one at a time. So it takes over kill streaks first, then it destroys equipment that's out there second, and then it hacks the enemy players. So, like, I like that they did it that way in a tier, because, you know, the enemy team sees exactly where you are. Like, you pop up, like, they can see you through walls and everything. They know exactly where you are when you're hacking. So you're taking their kill streaks, you know, but it's still giving them the chance to see exactly where you are the whole time. But then once you start hacking them, now, like, their map's not working, their health bar's not working, like, none of this stuff, their whole UI is just not working. And they can't call in any of their score streaks, they can't utilize their, you know, hero abilities, nothing. So it is a really kind of, you know, powerful thing, but it is made in a way so that they can see exactly where you are. But on a big, large map, usually it's going to take, you're going to be able to stay where you are long enough. There isn't, like, I mean, they'd need to have, like, 4 score streaks out there for you to take, like, multiple pieces of equipment for you to break, and then all the people that you're going to hack along the period, you know, for them to kind of get to you. And as long as you do it while your teammates are around and stuff, they're not going to really break through that to kind of stop it. Plus, you're taking over their score streaks. So, you know, if they had a helicopter, I can't talk, helicopter, you've just taken over that. So while they're trying to head to you, even though they can still see you, now they're getting shot by their own helicopter. You know, so it is nice, though, like, if you think about it, you're taking over score streaks. So the enemy team has to have at least someone who's playing well, you know, for them to have a score streak for you to take over. So whenever you're just on a team and you're just winning a lot, it is kind of cool because you are stopping their map and stopping everything else. Like, you're an anti-UAV, you're an anti, like, you're stopping them from using their abilities and everything, you know, so you do have a massive utility. But as long as you're getting many kills and, you know, getting that ability unlocked as fast as you can, you know, that you could kind of get screwed for a little bit. Like, if the enemy team, if their hacker gets it first, if your team's doing well, you know, it changes the momentum of the match. You know, once you get to that point where any and all of the zeros have their, you know, ultimate up, I'll just call it ultimate, because that's pretty much what it is. You know, and once they have that up, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. If your team's doing well, then, you know, they get the chance to kind of turn the tide of war. If you're doing bad, you get the chance to maybe turn the tide of war. But that's if people have score streaks out. So if not, you're just shutting off maps and stuff, which is nice. They don't get their abilities for a little while, and then you kind of get back to it. So, I mean, me personally, I don't fully hate these mechanics with these abilities. I kind of do feel that, you know, sometimes when I'm playing, not all the time, but sometimes when I'm playing, I do feel like it's breaking the momentum, all these abilities. You know, I do feel like it's taking like a little something away, because you're kind of just getting in for like the shooting, the tactical play and everything. But then this side tactic of, well, someone might just have this ability that, you know, they're just going to come in and bang something on the ground and kill everything around them. You know, so if you're like held up in a room or something, then this one person gets to come in and just kill you all for nothing more so than the fact that it was enough time for them to have it, instead of they've earned it. You know, Call of Duty, you used to only be able to do epic moves because you earned it, not because, you know, oh, someone has this awesome ability. So there's times where you could have probably gotten another score streak or kill streak or whatnot, you know, and done like a cool ability, but because of these abilities that don't take anything much to earn, you know, you can be stopped from doing, you know, something more powerful for yourself and for your team, you know, just because this person just comes into a room and just destroys the room. So it kind of kills that momentum of skill-based earnings, you know, in favor of, you know, getting to feel good more often. You know, in favor of kind of closing a skill gap, you know, because here's this thing that you're going to get no matter what, you know. So sometimes I do notice, like, I feel it and I'm like, like, you know, like something will happen. And I'm like, oh man, I was one away from getting, you know, a really good ability. And then someone comes in and's like, well, not really. Like, you know, here you go. I'm just gonna stop you there, you know. And it's like, oh man, well, that person was like 0-5, you know, and just took out like 3 of us because what? Just because time? Like, you know, so it does kind of take a little something away. Part of me does kind of, you know, think, because I don't think you don't have those abilities in Blackout or Zombies. Like, that's just a multiplayer thing that they added in. But aside from maybe missions where you're trying to stay on a node or something, it doesn't really make much sense. Like, it makes sense if you're doing more of like an Overwatch type game where there's a lot of node camping in it, and if your team's not doing well, you give them that like ultimate chance to, you know, kind of just maybe go in and try and wipe the whole enemy team with a whole bunch of like epic stuff, and then try and get like the revenge and then hold the node. So like, I kind of understand it in something like that, whereas this one, you do have like capture flags and stuff, but it's a much more fast-paced game than Overwatch even is. And Overwatch is not too slow for a shooter. It's semi-fast. You know, in Overwatch you're switching, you know, players often, and then you're always running from like a spawn that's much farther away than this game ever has. Like this game, spawns are just yeah, like it's kind of rough. It's kind of rough. There's a lot of maps on this that are definitely not the larger maps from the older games, and then a lot of the newer maps aren't like terribly large, but then the way the spawns work, like I was spawned pretty much in the middle of the street in Nuketown once with the whole enemy team around me. How does that happen? There was nothing there like a tactical spawn or whatnot. There was nothing there, but somehow I just ended up there. You know? It was like, all right. And then I'm looking, and there's like enemy there, enemy there, enemy there, enemy there, getting shot from the window, getting shot from these two. Like they all turned. It was like almost at the same time to notice me and be like, huh, you know. So it's like I do feel like with all this stuff, like Call of Duty is just so well made for a skill gap, for a, you know, one person going like 8-0 in a match. But now it makes going that ham much harder because the enemy team, like, you know, if you're just really good at running, shooting, or just moving, running your routes, and you know where people are going to pretty much be, and you're just really good at the game, you've gotten so good, you know the maps, you know, you're doing your thing, you're really good with your gun, you know, and you have that fast-paced Twitch kind of, you know, ability, you do great. But in this game, then someone's going to come in with some hammer and kill you or hack you, so now you don't have all this other stuff like your map or anything, you know, things that would only be taken away if, you know, they had a counter UAV. But, you know, no matter the skill level of the person, if they've got that character, then now you don't have any of that stuff. So I could definitely understand the old school Call of Duty players that are saying, like, you know, this is a step in the wrong direction for them, that they kind of want it to just stay that kind of basic, I don't want to say basic, but like skill gapped kind of fighting, you know, because it doesn't really take any skill to run in with a hammer and just, you know, take out somebody, you know, so you could just really suicide run in and just take out that person that you know just got like 5 kills in a row to stop their chance of getting, you know, a helicopter or something, you know. So I feel like, especially in competitive play, that's definitely something you'll see, is the tactical usage of some of these abilities, you know. That'll really, I think, hamper a lot of people, you know, especially if you have even like, oh, what's her name? Battery, I think, right? Let's see, I gotta load back in. Yeah, it's Battery. So she's got a grenade launcher, and then she can also throw a grenade, you know? Yeah, see, Battery. So she gets a War Machine, which is pretty much grenade launcher, then the cluster grenade, which explodes once, and then explodes like 6 more times, you know? That's more expanded outwards. So it's like, it's crazy strong. Fire Break, he gets his Pure Fire flamethrower, the Grav Slam on Ruin, you know, he doesn't really have much good. The Seeker special issue, then in with that sniper rifle and Prophet, you know, the K9 unit destroys some people. It's not the most amazing. You know, not all of them have crazy kill stuff, but it's like you could see they're trying to make some tactical team type stuff, but you don't really even get to use it in the most tactical modes, you know. It just is more of a kind of, you know, a flashy thing to kind of pop up and do from time to time, instead of like a tactical feel in the most often played casual way. So that's my long-winded explanation of that portion of it. The only other thing I guess I can mention is I played Blackout a few times off stream. I didn't play that tonight, and that's kind of good. Like, I like it. It's not bad. Zombies also is good. It's okay. I think in my first review of the game, what I pretty much was like, everything is good, but is good worth $100? Like, that's what I was kind of conveying then, you know, that it is good really worth $100, and what's kind of going to be your lifetime past, you know, buying it the first time. And I can say there's really not much difference. I'm seeing all the same maps so far. So we're in December now. What did it come out in October? I think it was like October 10th. We're in December, so it's a few months. I think they came out with like 2 maps already. I wouldn't even know. I've only seen so far tonight in multiplayer all the maps I've already seen. Like, I didn't see anything new whatsoever in playing for like what, 4 hours ish, 3-4 hours. You know, we see a lot of the same maps over and over again. And usually I'm finding you get like the same map multiple times in a row. And it's so often kill confirmed. Like I did today. I keep on loading this multiplayer. You know, which one was I doing today? I did the Mercenary Death Pit. So you get Seaside Sunset, Contraband Frequency, Payload, Hacienda, Gridlock, Arsenal, Icebreaker, Morocco, Militia, Firing Range Night. Oh yeah, that's right. So instead of adding some new maps, they added nighttime and daytime versions. Like, oh, but you're getting so many, you know, new things. Downloadable content must be installed to use this play. Oh. Madagascar and Elevation. Are you kidding me? So it didn't download it? Alright, so I will be updating my review tomorrow then. Son of a gun. Map Pack 1. You gotta be kidding me. So this one comes with require online account, Elevation, and Madagascar. Black Ops Pass on Insects of Dead of Night and Intense Zombies experience. Okay. So I'll be reviewing that stuff tomorrow. So this one I will keep as just a review of multiplayer then. I'll save tomorrow for the rest of it. Golly, I didn't realize that. I feel stupid now. Golly. I was like, I can't believe it. I'm not seeing these new maps. Yeah, I'm like, something's wrong with the map choice here in this game. Gosh. Well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. That's for sure. Play some Fortnite and then some more Black Ops 4. Because I don't hate this game. Everything I'm saying, it's not meaning I hate the game. I just feel that for $100, I don't like it. You know, because you gotta get the season pass and then you gotta pay the $60 for the game, and it comes out to pretty much $100. You know, so what are you really getting for that? So I guess we could talk a little more about the multiplayer, but this also ties in with Blackout and stuff. I don't think it ties in with zombies though. So right now, if you think about what you're going to be doing after you buy the game, so now you're playing the multiplayer, and normally it used to be you'd try and level up to get your prestige, and it was a show off of prestige. You know, what do you have with your prestige? Whereas now, it's kind of, you get these seasons, you know. So now we've got the Operation Absolute Zero, because Zero's a new character to come out, so, you know, you kind of want to have that person. And then you got the winter event that ends in 12 days, and then Valkyrie, available until 3 days, 13 hours. That's Ultra. So let's see when that unlocks. I have a feeling it's like max level or something. I guess not. Oh, you have to unlock it. Oh, screw that. They fit in their microtransactions here so well. So there's 100 levels that you're going to get. I got through 4 in about 4 hours, which isn't bad. You know, so I've got like a little facial skin here. I've got a reticle. You know, reticles used to be things you unlock by utilizing the gun, but now you have to do it by playing the game, which, you know, you're going to be doing that anyway, so okay. I can see how they want to do that. They want you to be playing the game over time. I mean, but these really, I mean, compared to Fortnite, these are kind of, do I really want to have the dude with like a red slash across his face that somehow is underneath his hair? Like, do you not notice how perfectly the hair is coming through this? It's like some of the worst kind of painting jobs ever, you know. I mean, some of this, like, this skin is kind of cool. I kind of wish that, I think there was a skin in Fortnite that does look like that. You get a kind of cheesy dance, another bad paint job, a whole bunch of stuff you never ever gonna use or see. So it's like, I'm looking at this. Would I be excited about like this, let's say, if it ever loads? There we go. I could kind of see, like, at least it would be something. I mean, it's not like a whole new skin. I'd be more excited about, like, weapon skins on guns. This one doesn't even look like it's supposed. There we go. Now that's kind of cool. Now that I would be excited about. So 20 levels before something that would excite me. Alright, he gets a little Christmas song and dance here. Okay. I don't ever use that weapon. Whole bunch of passable things. Rock. Really? They separated freaking rock, paper, and scissor. Are you freaking kidding me? They separated rock, paper, and scissor. Get out of town. Get out of freaking town. That's not even like, it's barely a recolor. Come on. Barely a recolor. Right, Demon Tech? They separate rock, paper, scissors, man. Golly, what do you think about what they've added to this game? Let's see. That one's kind of okay. It's like a callback to some older Call of Duties. But I'm not really seeing anything. Like, I don't care about calling cards. I want to earn my calling cards. Like, the whole reason for a calling card is to earn it. There we go. Level 48 is another one. So level 20 and then level 48. Let's see what this one is. It's just a weapon. Really? So you get an ultra weapon? Fast cycling rate of fire? So there's weapons you can unlock. Wow. So, like, you have to play to unlock these things. Push microtransactions. Yeah. I mean, this is 55 hours here. I mean, it took me about 4 hours to get those 4 levels, and you figure it's going to get harder and harder as you go. So this is, and in the very least, 55 hours to get to this. That's an okay weapon skin. I don't care about calling cards, though, and I don't care about stickers. Like, I never ever use them. I've never seen people use them. Now, that is kind of cool. But it's also a custom outfit just for Firebreak, though. It's not like you're unlocking an outfit that everyone's going to use. So if you don't like Firebreak, well, kind of poop out of luck there. It's like, well, there you go. And then it's also, these camos are for, like, this one's submachine gun Spitfire. So after 70 hours, you get a Spitfire skin. What the heck is this? Mastercraft ABR 223 visuals will update when you get 5 and 10 kills. I don't know if this is a new gun or not, but all I know is if it's a new gun, I think it's bull. Like, it better just be a version of the gun, like a look to it, So you think, over 100 hours, you're getting 5 skins or 6 skins so far. So this is for the Zero character. This is for Torque. That's like not that amazing. Playable Blackout character at 95 levels. And he just looks like a basic dude. There was a propeller on that gun. That definitely looked really cool. It definitely did look really cool. There we go. Queen's Guard. Custom outfit for Battery, though. So it looks like every character's kind of getting some love, in a way. Let's see. So it's a Blackout character. So you got Torque there. Zero. Ajax. Seraph. Firebreak. Nomad. Crash. Recon, Blackout character, Zero again, Prophet, I still get rock, paper, scissors. 3 separate things. Yeah, I mean, the ruin. This does not impress me. I'm not impressed. I don't feel impressed. And then you could buy skins, of course, with microtransactions. For the Blackout shop, you could buy these things. Oh, a sticker for 100. Like in the background feels like, well, thank you. I am on a beach, as always. Twice weekly items. You know, like, it's just an excuse to kind of get your money. Why does it not load these things? Like, what the heck? I think it was just loading there for a second, too. My fail. That's not what it looks like in the picture. There we go. That's it? That looks nothing like the picture. There we go. How does it take that long to load? It's just a skin on a gun. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so I mean, I think the black market is dismal. I think it is abysmal. I think that it should be taken out, or they should start offering some actual real stuff. You know, so right now we're in December, so we got 2 maps that have come out that I have to test out tomorrow. We've got a new zombies map that came out that I have to test out tomorrow. And as for multiplayer, just in general, aside from that, it's just good. You know, it's not amazing, it's just good. And just good is not worth $100. It's not. I wish it was, but it's not. This game is definitely, for the season pass and the game, it is $60. That's my opinion. As for the season pass and the game, $60. $100 plus microtransactions? Nah. No, $100 and microtransactions on top of that. Ludicrous. And then seasons where to get the items that will, like, actual weapons, you know, you gotta go through like 100 hours, you know. That's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. Should have been free to play. I mean, I hear it. I hear you, you know, but I don't know. I could reason out the game with the season pass and the game $60. I feel that is a somewhat fair price for what you have here, because you've got the battle royale, you've got the multiplayer, then you've also got the zombies mode, you know, and then you're also getting more zombie maps. I think you're getting like 4 zombie maps. You're getting, what, 12 multiplayer maps, and then they're going to be continuing doing the blackout mode. So $60 to say, all right, I'll put it towards everything you're adding into the game. Okay, I'll cave on that. I'll cave on that cost, but $100? No, that's my opinion. I don't know, but let me know what you think. In the chat there, you got a few more seconds. Let me know on YouTube, on Twitch. I'm gonna highlight this, put it up on there. Click like, all that jazz. And you know what?
That's my review.
All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed that review. My silly ending there. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this. It's just the multiplayer without the new maps, because I didn't realize that you have to download it. Like, I just figured when it downloaded the update for the dang game, it would know to auto-download the maps. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, you have to manually do it. What are you using for the voices? They are my voices, Demon. They are my voices. Gosh. But yes, if you ever want to come by stream, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, come on by. We play live. We do usually playthroughs, and then we do reviews. But since in December, there's not that many story games I really want to play through coming out this month, I figure might as well enjoy some multiplayer games. And, you know, since Fortnite's doing their new season, and then, you know, Black Ops 4 has the new maps coming out, figured might as well check them out and do a review and share my thoughts. But definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments and all that stuff. Golly gosh.